What I'm laughing at is Senatarm bottom lane, a Crisp Classic, an FPX Classic. We have ourselves Doinby on the Lee Sin mid. I know when people see this, it'd be like, wait, is it Lee Sin top? Nuguri, Doinby with the Renekton mid. A very FPX comp that's going to be looking towards these solo laners. Dagda, you and I, we're going to talk about the highlight matchup in this one. WE versus FPX. The main one I want you to focus on is Breathe versus Nuguri. I will say, hands down, these are two of the best top laners in the world. Maybe a dive here. Level 3 on both Breathe and Beishang. Nuguri the same. Half health, but not too much fury to talk about. Because the Harrowed Path is created. Now Breathe gets the attack speed. He'll be able to play through and push this wave out. Beishang still setting up for the dive. There's no jungle attention up here from the other side. And Nuguri getting dove down. First blood over to WE, but it's traded. And
kill. They're forcing WE away from the turret, and that's just as important. With LWX, he'll scale no matter what, whereas Elk needs that gold and needs to hit those 3 items. So definitely going to need a little bit more. And it's Nuguri.
Yeah, he's going to wave clear, picks up Fury there with the ulti. Mole comes over to get the assist, but it wasn't in time. Meanwhile, FPX is going to dive the bottom lane. I was just talking about the respect paid as the Moonfall collapses on top of Elk. And Crisp and TM managed to get out. Poking down his LWX's. There we go, Moonfall once again. Excuse me.
Mount healing. Yep. The Divine Sunder as well, taking away that max health. The 14% means that you're going to be able to do a lot of work against these bruisers and tank your lineup.
Well, WE might think that, okay, Elk's going to scale anyway, even if he falls a little bit behind. Let's get the Viego snowballing. Let's get Mole in a comfortable position. I'm a Xin Zhao. I'll share the gold with you.
For Viego getting fed. He said, look, Diana can do a lot. Viego can do a lot plus some. So looks like FPX are just going to try and take this turret and then back away and try and force themselves over towards this dragon.
And this is what we see in a lot of our top teams, that vision priority goes above and beyond. We have a lens on a Renekton top. Nowhere. That's what they've been doing all game long. And WE will now finally end the handshake because it's 2 for 2 Boomer in spirit.
Hey, look, you got Twitch chat ahead of me because I have no idea how to use any of the emotes in that thing. But yeah, might need to emote. Yeah, a bit of a crying
maybe
face.
You're a real boomer. Here comes Heartbreaker. Breathe, bit of damage, and finally the fight begins. LWX takes the Mega Death Rocket as Chris saves TN's life. But Mole, the flank in the backline from the TP, absolutely beautiful if he can survive. But LWX doesn't let him. That's Nuguri, the weak Renekton, has found himself his own little flank. He'll heal up if he can get a Q, but it's Reset City, and now Breathe on the tear. No flash, but Heartbreaker once more.
He's a long way from home.
Let's see how WE approach the fight though, because Dragon's up being taken down. FPX moving to Soul Point, they've got it. Soul's on the ground, but LWX risky to go in as Mole jumps in, misses the chains. FPX have the HP advantage. A 2-man route thanks to LWX. The hook from missing to save the day. Going golden nick of time is kickback from Beishang, but Breathe goes in. His team do not. Mole on the wing of it as well, gets the burst down. The LeBlanc, sneaky like a snake.
Yeah, and this is something that Doinby does quite a lot, where, especially when he's on the Lee Sin, he'll go towards the Strikebreaker build.
TP's coming in, look at Tien in the backline onto Elk. Moonfall flies through, Pale Cascade gives him shielding while Doinby flies forward once again, but WE are scattered to the wind. 5 members now charging up the mid lane, and Diana, Renekton, Lee Sin, how many angles can you watch?
I mean,
I'll see if I can get a soul check for you, ladies and gentlemen, at some point. But WE coming in off the angle. FPX have been cryo, and Doinby backs away. 5 versus 5 with angles being played through aggressively. Mole gets tagged up, but bit of damage onto LWX. Beishang goes in, has to pull the crazy guard though. And Tien now backing away as well. Look at what's been used. It was Ignite, it was ulti. Mole poking his head into the chamber. That is Doinby. Already quite a bit of damage done. Mole can't be contested at this point. They want to deny Ocean Soul, Dagda. I'm just not sure how you can do it. FPX still a little bit low. Need to heal up.
Yeah, Crisp, though, has no Devourer for at least another 4 or 5 seconds. Breathe did get a nice stun into LWX, but now we're in the pit.
Being in, but that's a double distortion from Mole into the backline. Crisp is going to face tank. Doinby's into the pit as well. They've already got Nell onto Beishang. He's down. That should be an Ocean Soul. They just need to kill him. Into the pit, it's secured. Breathe can't deny it. And the FunPlus Phoenix rises once more.
And it's despite the early game deficit, FPX's team fighting comes out clutch. You get the Abyssal Voyage into mid. FPX, they want to end the game right now.
Right through the mid lane channel, no one dies, but 3 down for WE. Look at the death time as Dagda, it's only 27 minutes. Can they end here is the biggest question. With Elk coming up and available, they don't care.
I mean, FPX said sit down and wait, and they've definitely done it in this. Now, Nexus turrets to go.
That's it. I mean, Death Sentence does connect. Mole jumps in as well. We saw the Sonic Wave before. Running forward, Doomby jumps on in. Bare Nexus now just has to be hit as FPX taking a lot of damage. LWX is killing Elk though. He knows it's done. And FPX deliver in what was a...
Because Nuguri, great Aurelia, great Akali. We've seen Aurelia in mids for Doomby before. I mean, we could even potentially get them... But let's try to see if they can fight over this bot side. Scuttle, Dragon is up and available, and that's a hook onto Mole.
And it's a beautiful one at that. Mole will get played in even after the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. He comes back from his little portal jump. And Tien, because LPL's played in 6 different cities at the moment, we are moving over to Xi'an with WE, so that's why games start at a certain time at 9 PM China time. Blue buff, which this feels like it could have hurt him so much. There's the equalizer on top, but Herald already so low, needs a smite. It's secured by an auto attack from Tien. He's low health, has to get out of there while Nuguri sends down the Vanguard's edge, starts getting his reset, 3 flashes into a wall, and WE have walked into the pit. Heartbreaker from Tien. And we know this guy's single, as the Trouble Bubble doesn't need to connect and missing on the wrong side of the rift. Doomby 5-point strike. He's ready to flip into this big tank of a man. FPX are going to take it all.
Something going back in favor of WE.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that when we caught up to the live Chinese broadcast that we won this Dagda. I'm not sure how, but LWX runs into him. We are seeing live footage of FPX beating them down. And as this goes on, let's get there. All right, heal up, and it's Kaiser in a 1v1. Killer Instinct use.
Oh, I think he actually is going to go to...
Okay, he flashes.
Okay, flash forward, and there you go, yeah.
So,
but again, I mean, picture in picture, we just saw death. I've never seen more. What's going on?
WE are just dying. You know, this is not looking good for Team WE, because we come back and Breathe is dead, Missing now died on our screen, Turret goes down, and Nuguri and Doomby are really, really fed.
And one of the things, Yen wandering back and forth, helping them, he just one-shots people like Mole.
I mean, Mole in a bit of trouble. Beishunk's here, but I think Tien can 1v2 at this point. Heartbreaker is available. Dark Passage given over just in case. Beishunk still does quite a bit of damage as Missing ready for the dredge line, but won't take it. And Dagda, coming back to your point, I mean, solo laners are well ahead. What's more important is that Akali, Aurelia, these are champions that if they snowball, they take over games. This is why in the LEC, Akali's seen so friggin' much as LWX is going to get knocked up in a second. I think he's just dead here. Dark Passage taken away. Don't listen to casters. Or maybe do, but Elk is definitely going to die for it in the end. Nice little shuriken flip and perfect execution from Doomby. And that just opens up bot with plating for the next 15 seconds.
Yeah, and they're just going to take it, right? So now you got top lane turret down, mid lane turret down, bot lane turret down. And all this gold being funneled into these key solo laners that you've just been highlighting this, Derek. So, I mean, right now, WE is... The champions aren't really great if you're behind. Like, Rumble, not great from behind. Mole and Breathe, not...
Rather, the first loss over WE is... Oh, no, Trouble Bubble. Oh, it hits a wall. Killer Instinct, though. Good follow-up shoes from Mole. He had to get out.
Yeah, Doomby's like, I don't care if you don't want to use that Vanguard's edge, Nuguri. I'm getting her.
It's just good setup here from FPX, and the Dragon absolutely free, utilizing some of that vision we talked about. In the middle of his shroud as well. TP on the back line. Doomby's gets assistance. He jumps back. He's bought time. Voltron Bubble doesn't connect. Trying to get out. Perfect execution. Everyone commits. As Nuguri now has to get out with the flawless duet. No one from FPX needs to get a pick over the wall. They need to set up here. Crisp actually launched down with the Trouble Bubble. Mole's going to launch him down. There's the equalizer into the back line as well, but doesn't do too much. Tien moving out of the corner now as well, and Beishunk's ulti being down in front of the Dragon is a big deal.
Yeah, and you can see, look, FPX, they're trying to see if they can get Nuguri off on the flank. Doomby kind of sitting pretty in the middle, but LWX taking a good amount of damage. This poke starting to be a bit too much here. FPX need to engage.
Doomby on the back line, Shuriken flips out as well. Down goes the mist. Dragon resets for a moment, but now it's getting burnt down. Mole zoning away, Death Sentence short. Tien in towards the pit, not revealing himself. The box there. Dragon taken by WE. They're trying to back away after the winners. Doomby is onto the backline. Hack the Shuriken flip now. Force Joanne into the backline. It's the Vanguard's edge of glory. Going golden is Nuguri. Doomby's bought enough time. There's a cleanup crew, as missing was another speck of dirt. Triple kill, followed up by the Ace. Down goes Maul. Fresh that layered down his crowd control. Baron as well, over to FPX Dagda. 10,000 gold in the lead. There's an even stronger Baron push. So while you've delayed the game for WE, it's only for how much longer?
Yeah, and the thing is, right, like, FPX are going to become tankier and more difficult to deal with. You've got the Death's Dance now completed for Tien. He is huge. Like, the fact he's the first person to 3 items in the game is kind of insane. And you've already got GA for Nuguri. Like, you've got to take them down twice now, essentially, in these fights. You want to be able to deal with them.
LWX playing like he's got a tough edge. He'll be caught out. Goes golden into the backline. Elk has found himself the Thresh. And bit far forward with the Moonlight Vigil, followed by Gravitum. And it's Solar Laters again. Nuguri jumps on in. Breathe gets the kill, but Doomby survives. Gets burnt out. The flash in. Down he will finally fall. But Nuguri's still alive. And Dagda, this is the problem. You focus one, and there's another one.
Yeah, and they're focusing on to LWX. LWX is basically the bait at this stage for the massive solo laners and jungle from FPX. And when you put all your attention there, FPX win it elsewhere.
I mean, we thought this could go the distance. We expected WE to have more of a say, but FPX in 27, almost 28 minutes, takes this series to an early exit. It may have been 2-0 for WE in spring, but summer is the reverse story.
And FPX shut down